Well, good morning. How are you doing today? I trust you're doing well. It is Thursday, the 24th of August. It's 8:30 in the morning right here in the old Pueblo, Tucson, Arizona, which means it is time for our mindful moment. I am Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I am the minister here at Unity of Tucson. And this is the opportunity that we take each weekday to engage in a little bit of spiritual practice together, to talk about some ideas related to spiritual philosophy and engage in some spiritual practice. And I choose to do this every day because when I am consistent in my spiritual practice, this is what I have found, consistency in my spiritual practice has enhanced the quality of my life. And so that's why I choose to join with you, and we can enhance our life quality together. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment. Let me know that you are here. Let's see who is here. Oh, so somebody yesterday came to the prayer service that we have on Wednesdays at 12:30 here in person, and said that they feel like this is the romper room moment because I say hello to everybody and call everybody out by name. So here we are. I see Jerry. And Jerry's offering us a good morning to all. I see Sherry. Sherry, beautiful day to all. Doing very well. Grateful to know that. I see Anna. Hello. Grateful to see you. Thank you, Sherry, for commenting on my shirt. I see William and I see Anita. And yes, good morning to all of you beautiful people. I do want to offer my reminder, which is, of course, this. You are love. You are light. You are life. You are magnificent. And I am so delighted that you share your magnificence and shine your light so brightly. Thanks for doing that. Keep doing that. Beth, speaking of the romper room comment, hello, I see Beth. Grateful to see you. Today, what's been on my mind is a simple word. That's what I wanted to talk about today. A simple word. And that word is yes. Yes. It's a simple word. It's not always easy to apply that word in our lives, though. And I want to talk about the construct of yes from 2 points of view today. First of all, I want to invite you to start to open up in your awareness. And I'm going to do this. This is my practice. I'm going to start opening up in my awareness. What is it that I am saying yes to in my life? What is it that I am saying yes to in my life? If I am approached with an idea and something seems to be churning up, moving through me, what is it I am saying yes to? And are the things I'm saying yes to in support of that quality life that I've talked about, that I always talk about? Is my yes enhancing the quality of my life? That's question number one. Question number two is, what do you seek, and do you have the willingness to actually seek it? And what I mean by that is oftentimes we want something in our experience, right? And we talk about wanting it, and we talk about wanting it, and we talk about wanting it. But we never actually go out there to ask to receive it. And I live by this motto: you can't get the yes unless you ask, but you're almost assured a no if you don't ask. And this is twofold. First of all, it is the inner drive in us that is moving out to get the yes, yeah, right? But also it is physically, like, if we want a yes in our life, are we actually physically doing what is required to get the yes? So what are you saying yes to? And are you going out and getting the yes when you have something that you require in your life? That's a conscious construct and a physical construct. Are you consciously allowing the yes in your life? Friend of mine posted a video of their experience that they were they were up for a job interview, and they approached the job interview, and it was something that was big in their field. Like it was a big deal in their field, and so they were approaching this job interview, and as they were stepping into the experience of it, they started to go into that place of self-talk of how they weren't worthy of this level at this point in their career. Well, that is almost assuredly saying no, and it is welcoming a no in your experience. And so it is okay to go out there and get the yes. But that's the mental work, right? That's the conscious work that we do. You can't get the yes unless you ask. And sometimes we hold back from asking, almost always, I think, because we don't feel worthy, we don't feel valuable. And that's going to have to be something I think we look at, something I look at. But yeah, I do live by the motto, you can't get the yes unless you ask. So I have no problem for the most part. And I will say for the most part, because there are times when I still find myself hesitating. I'm going to, put it raw out there. There are times when I find myself holding back. But I do remind myself in those moments, wait a second, I know who I am. Am I willing to go out and get the yes? So what am I saying yes to? And am I willing to go out and get the yes? That's the message today. So with that in mind, I'm going to invite us all to a moment of affirmative prayer and allow ourselves to solidify, concretize this into our consciousness. And if you are willing and available and receptive to this shared experience of affirmative prayer, I invite you to join me. And I invite you to do so by closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And if it is safe for you, feel free to close your eyes. Let us, each and every one of us, relax right into this perfect now moment, letting go of anything that has preceded this moment, releasing any anticipation for what is to unfold, and welcoming a full awareness, a full awareness of the present. Right here in this moment, as in every moment, I choose to understand and to know and accept this idea that there is only one infinite power and presence. There is only one source. There is only one creative energy. There is only one resource, and everything that flows forth, seen and unseen, all form, time, and matter, is the construction of this magnificent creative energy. And this is who and what we are, for there can be nothing separate from the infinite. So our core identity, the truth of our being, is rooted in expressing as wholly 100% divinity. We are the power. We are the light. We are the life. We are the love. We are God. I hold firm in my resolve that this is the truth. I accept this as a truth for myself. And I know that as I accept this, all that flows forth is easeful, graceful, joyful, and rooted in a higher quality of life experience. For when I remember who I am, all is well. And there is nothing that is not possible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. And so I allow a free flow of understanding to what it is I say yes to in my life. I open up to the yes and welcome more of the flow. I welcome more of the love. I welcome more of the joy rooted in the yes. And I also know that I am worthy and valuable, as we each and every one of us are worthy and valuable of receiving the yes in that which we seek. And so I open up to the willingness in every moment and in every instant to get to the question that welcomes the yes. And so I choose to ask for the yes in my life. And I trust each of us does this perfectly with ease and grace and joy, knowing that this is rooted in gratitude. This idea is rooted in gratitude, and gratitude, this feeling of gratitude, overflows from within and flows forth into expression and experience. For gratitude is that magnificent fuel in the creative engine. And so, with gratitude overflowing, I simply allow the pure, perfect unfoldment of this, stepping out of the way, getting my bloated nothingness out of the way of the divine circuits, and trusting in the flow of the yes and the receipt of the yes, being in a consistent circulation of yes, yes, yes. And so with a joyful heart, with a grateful heart, I affirm it easefully and effortlessly, releasing this word and saying, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. I just reached up and I saw, oh yeah, how I affirm the completion of my conscious movement of energy known as prayer. Delighted to share this time with you, and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow right here for the Mindful Moment at 8:30, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, and it doesn't matter which channel you're watching on. I will be here tomorrow, again, 8:30 a.m. here in Tucson in the Old Pueblo, and grateful to share this time with you. Is there anything I want to tell you about? Well, yeah, I guess I'll tell you about, we do have classes coming up. Oh, of course, Gary Lynn Floyd is coming up, and I would love to have you join us for his concert at 1 p.m. on Sunday, September 24th. Before that, in the week, we have the World Day of Prayer, which will be beginning the evening of the 13th, going into the 14th. And, well, there's class. You can sign up for Unity Prayer or any of the other classes. If you go to unitytucson.com/classes, you can see all the classes that we're offering this fall. And if education is something that speaks to you, here's the thing about spiritual education. Spiritual education invites us to apply the spiritual principles that we talk about, and it invites us into a practical application. So that's the value of joining class. I always say, if you come into Sunday having these experiences of the mindful moment, it's all good. If you really want to put this to work in your life, classes are the place to do that. So would love to see you there. Anyway, peace and blessings to you. I will see you all tomorrow. And yeah, don't forget, you are magnificent. Bye, everybody.